Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Discovering Trip and Wendy, Paulina's Angel, Tate's Break-In, and Goldman Aftermath. According to spoilers for Monday, March 11th episode of Days of Our Lives, Tate Black appears outside Holly Jonas' bedroom window. Abe Carver sees Paulina Price receive a visit from an angel. To save Trip Johnson and Wendy Shin, John Black, Steve Patch Johnson, and Ava Vitale reunite. The police department also responds to Officer Goldman's employment with Clyde Weston. Tate Black is still in shock that Holly didn't clear his reputation, according to Monday, March 11th's Break-In DOL spoilers. Tate was certain that Holly would tell everyone the truth about what had truly happened as soon as she awoke from her coma. Regretfully, Holly says she doesn't recall much of New Year's Eve. Tate is in a terrible situation now, and both his freedom and his future are in jeopardy. Tate fans can anticipate that he will act frantically. Tate will likely knock on Holly's bedroom window and demand to know why she's allowing him get away with using narcotics. Viewers will also witness the response of the police force to the shocking revelation that Officer Goldman was actually an agent of Clyde. Hernandez, Rafe Harris Michaels, and Jada Hunter both express their amazement and rage at the turn of events. Daytime soap opera spoilers for Monday, March 11th indicate that Trip and Wendy Shin are still being held captive. Steve, John, and Ava collaborated to free Clyde from jail. Ava is still restrained at the moment because Goldman stuck her tongue down Clyde's mouth. Ava will eventually become free, and Black Patch will too. After that, the three will work together once more to save Wendy and Trip. Sadly, Trip and Wendy's oxygen supply is almost exhausted. As Trip clarified to Wendy in the episode that aired on Thursday, oxygen deficiency is not the real threat. The carbon dioxide will be the cause of their death. The hostages' hope is starting to fade and there is not much time left. Before it's too late, can the captives be located? March 11th, Monday, Paulina will keep vanishing. But Paulina will receive a visit from an angel. Abe is present when his miracle event occurs. What word does the angel have for you? Will a last-minute miracle also occur? On Monday, March 11th, which storyline are you most excited to see? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Don't forget to keep watching Peacock soap opera to see what happens next. Countless deaths ahead of us, but maybe hinted to the resurrection of, spoiler, more than 10 years after passing away. Therefore, Clyde is now free because they broke him out of jail using Ava's family finances in addition to the planning of John and Steve. However, he allegedly has a whole criminal empire operating under him, in addition to a corrupt cop lover. Please, let's not have another Clyde/Goldman makeout session, and an undetermined number of jail guards working for him. Why did he require any assistance from them for this? Only Black Patch was able to break him out, right? Yes, I disagree with that. In the same way that I've been griping about Ava and Stefan's inability to handle Clyde, this seems overly staged. Why not? I'm not sure who came up with the worst plan, though, Ava betraying them and believing she could threaten to shoot Clyde and he would tell, or John and Steve believing they could hold him until he coughed up Trip. As for Wendy and Trip, I thought their things was sweet, but I still need something more than sweet for them. More fire has to be there, whether it's internal or external, I'm not sure, but I need something. Still, I suppose they sort of gave up? And what happened to breathing deeply rather than chatting endlessly? I guess when you're nearing the end of your life, you take solace in whatever you can find, and discussing marriage and a future together is one of those things. Days of Our Lives did a great job of creating the impression that they won't survive, but if they do, perhaps they'll emerge from it with a renewed resolve to enjoy life to the utmost. For the other major cliffhanger, go over to the Paulina side of things. It was terrible and heartwarming to hear Lonnie and Chanel discuss how their children are either too little or non-existent to remember their grandmother. But that's also very personal to me. Being alive long enough for his grandchildren to remember him has always been my dad's objective. However, I have a suspicion that many people deal with that, which is why it was so subtly successful. Regarding Paulina, the figure and the bright light weren't only the result of bad lighting. I don't believe that Paulina and Abe are being visited by an angel, even if spoilers have revealed that they are. It's one thing to save someone from certain death, but this angel would also need to perform a miracle on Paulina's failing heart. That seems a bit excessive. Even though it's days of our lives, nevertheless. Rather, I have a theory. Given that his memory only spans roughly 9 months, Abe's admission that he still doesn't remember the majority of Paulina's existence, and his statements that she is the love of his life are accurate. What if, instead of Paulina, the angel is there for him? Her purpose is to restore his memory before he loses his marriage. If so, what use has it served to hold on to this memory loss for this long unless there has been a significant, lovely, emotional comeback? The fact is, Abe hasn't always considered Paulina to be his true love. That was Lexi, for a long time. What if she is the angel sent to save her cherished husband and restore his life and joyful memories prior to Paulina's passing? It would be truly fantastic if they were able to get Renee Jones back for this. Having said that, I do not believe Paulina is dying. Wendy and Tripp are still in a terrible situation, but she needs a heart. And there are Officer Goldman and Clyde. Since John and Steve were recently let free, I have a suspicion that they will execute a last-minute coup and eliminate the villains. To be honest, Goldman is the most likely to cave in and give Paulina a heart, even if I'm sure most of you want to see Clyde receive his. I feel that we will soon meet the notorious Bobby Stein, now that Marlena has begun to rummage through his head. After Marlena got things going, we found out that Everett probably has a lot of issues floating around upstairs. Hypnosis is the next topic of discussion. As ardent watchers of soap operas, we are aware that as soon as the hypnosis is released, multiple personalities tend to emerge quickly. Or Bobby might come out if Stephanie and Chad rekindle their relationship. It seemed that Everett was a little taken aback to see them all close and amiable once more. I still want him involved in drug-related activities. Perhaps when Clyde is dealt with, the drug problem will continue and people will come to the realization that there was more going on than they had previously thought. However, at this time it might simply be a pipe dream. Holly, please quit acting as like you can't remember and just speak the truth. You could have had their sympathies more, but there's still time. You kind of blew past that when you initially woke up. You can own up to your foolishness as a teenager before you ruin Tate's life beyond repair. You're still a child, therefore they will forgive you. However, you really must speak up. Nicole dismissing Brady in such a way. Oh no. That's not how she should know him. Sloane has at least come around to this now. Though I'm sure Wally Kurth was busy with General Hospital, Tate needs a lawyer who will be available, thus I wish they could have done more with Justin. In the end, this might be the chance Sloane needs to save her own skin. About which you can read here.